Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I made this cute and easy circle top. This is perfect for end of summer, fall season. For starters, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell. For this tutorial, I'll be using roughly 2 yards of fabric. I'll also be using this top as my pattern piece, which I also made. Before tracing my pattern piece, I fold my top in half. Then I traced all around my top, and then I cut it out. So this is how I ended up with my pattern piece. The same goes for the sleeve. This is how I traced out my sleeve piece using my top. So at the end of it all, you should have one sleeve piece and one front piece that you'll also use as your back piece. You also can decide whether or not you want a high or low neckline. Okay, so right now I'm just deciding where I want my top part of my circle top to end. So as you can see, I fold it in half and then I fold it in half again. So when I place it on the fabric, you'll see how I cut it around. Once again, you can decide whether or not you want it to be a high or a low neckline. I decided to go with the low neckline. Now I'm using the front piece to make my back piece. I'm just cutting it, and I also made the neckline in the back a little higher than the front. So here's the front and the back of the upper part of my circle top. Now for the actual circle piece, you're going to measure the bottom of your front, multiply that by 2, then divide by 3.14. Then you're going to apply that amount to your fabric after folding it in half. So you start at the corner and then you pin all the way down, as you can see I'm doing, which is from the amount you got by dividing by 3.14. So for the next measurement, it's based on how long you want your circle top to be. So you just pick any number, depending on how long you want your top to be, and continue pinning around the same way you did for the first measurement. Now I'm going to cut around both parts that I pinned. After cutting, you should end up with a half circle shape. Here's where I plan to stitch the side closed, but before I do that, I'll show you how I did my sleeve. Basically placing it on the fold of my fabric and just cutting all around. I plan to stitch the open sides closed, same as the top part of my circle top. As you can see, I already have one sleeve attached, and I'll show you how I plan to do the second one. So you basically flip your shirt inside out, you leave your sleeve on the right side, and then I'm just going to insert it in my shirt. You can also pin around the sleeve hole if it's going to be easier for you. I'm just showing you roughly how I plan on doing it. So here's where I'll stitch all around, and then I'm going to turn it inside out. Now for the circle part of my top, I'm turning it inside out, leaving the top part as it is, and attaching it to the bust line of my top part. This is where I'm going to serge it or zigzag stitch all around. Here's everything completed and all stitched together. Once again, you can either zigzag stitch or serge all around. And also don't forget to hem the bottom part of your circle top, as well as the sleeves and neckline. And that concludes my tutorial. Thank you guys for watching and always supporting. Please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I plan to make more DIYs. I have a long list of things that I want to make, so stay tuned.